ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
It's the 414 hour at 408 on KBN.
408.
408.
Digital only on Twitter and on YouTube. That's where you can hear us, and it's going to be so hard for me not to put out the phone number and say 800-990-3776.
They can still text.
Can we take calls?
Group
thumbs
chat.
up, thumbs down.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll find out.
They can still text
You can
in.
still text.
They
Yeah.
can still text. I see your text. I see your calls.
The group
I can-
chat
I-
on YouTube,
I can-
that's where it's at.
I can talk to you.
Chris, this is what we can do, though, right? If somebody wants to join in on a conversation, they want to call, maybe we can send them a VMix link.
All right, now
And we can have them
now
join
you just
on.
made it
That-
way.
I mean, what
now
do you
you're
mean,
just making more work. for
Taking it
people.
way too far, Kyle.
What do you mean I'm taking it way too far? You just send the VMix link out, they jump on, and bada boom, bada bang. This is fun. Let's have fun with this, right, Ashton?
Yeah, no, you're not gonna. They're very focused.
It's not hard. It's just like having somebody like when John Anderson joins us or Brian Bulaga joins us. We just send them a VMix link.
Are we even on YouTube?
We are on. We just got
We
on.
are on. I just posted it right now. Retweeted it at KBN ESPN on Twitter.
Wait. So we just talked. So the last 2 minutes, we literally just talked to nobody but ourselves.
That's okay, baby.
Yep.
That's
No,
okay.
I put it out 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, so we're good. You just got a delay. I don't care.
I see it now.
We're all good here.
We got Garrett. Garrett's on with us.
What up, Garrett? We should send him
Garrett's
a
our guy.
VMix link.
Stop. We're not sending VMix links.
Why not?
But Garrett, hello. I saw that you have some melanoma, I believe.
Oh, no. Wait a
And
minute.
he told you to wear sunscreen when you go on vacation.
Yeah.
Oh, so
he was
okay.
looking out for your best interest, Kyle.
Garrett, I appreciate that. So I do wear sunscreen once in a while. And so when I went to Mexico, when the sun was, because you guys can help me, there's more UV rays. Like sometimes there's more like rays that shoot through, right? Like there's high UV rays. Y'all can help me now.
Do you know when you walk outside, like, oh, this is sunscreen weather for me, or no, I'm good?
I'm going to give you a hint about black people, Brad.
Oh, I'd love to know.
Here's a little secret that we have.
Okay.
Is that I would say most of us who ain't high yeller, which is the light skinned ones, like my mama, light skin, red bones. We don't wear sunscreen just because we're going outside. Usually sunscreen is like, oh, I'm going to the beach. Oh, I'm going on vacation. Like that's when typically we put sunscreen on. So we don't look up at the sun and say, oh, it's going to be 90 degrees. I mean, put on some SPF 50. I have no idea what S, P, or F stand for, nor I know what the number is. I just know the higher the number is stronger, right?
Yes,
correct.
very
More
good.
production.
Wow.
We went.
Garrett's telling you lather up.
I'm trying. Listen, we went.
And you're making excuses,
No.
and he's literally telling you you should.
I should. I do. I put it on sometimes. Now, when we went to Africa, we bought some, and I think we barely used it in Africa. It was. I need to be better.
What time of year were you in Africa?
I was in December, which is it was hot. I don't know what their summer is, but it was hot. But they also had a smog, like a lot. It's pollution really bad in Nigeria, and so like you didn't see the sun whatsoever. You just smelled diesel.
So now that we are back and rolling on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee, I want to get us right so we can take a quick break right now. And then we got a lot more till 5 o'clock leading up to Homer and the Homer Hour. So we'll be back in about, Chris, how long we got? I mean, can you do two minutes?
Yeah, I can do 2 minutes here, yep.
In 2 minutes, we will be back. Don't go anywhere.
Homer.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman.
When I'm, again, doing the Pack Arena, and as a shareholder, when I'm sizing up my ring,
do the Pack Arena right now.
1 pack of 2 pack of 3 pack of arena.
Hey.
What's the rest of the words? Jordan loves the Christian Watson. Nay, that's a touchdown.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
An ESPN Radio Extra Point with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman.
I did think this was a great deal for Denver when they made it. Because Russell Wilson, I thought, was going to be a Hall of Fame quarterback, and I thought he still had years left. I still think he does have years left, just not as the same player he was in Seattle, obviously. Yeah. And so I can't sit here today and say, oh my God, what a terrible trade by Denver, because I would have made the same trade. I would have done it. And I said it then, and I'll say it now. Now, I wouldn't have probably hired Nathaniel Hackett, because I know Nathaniel Hackett was hired just for Aaron Rodgers, but that's not to say, I mean, if they hired a different coach, Russ would have been so much better. I don't know that he would have been.
Well, they had a different coach.
Right. in Sean Payton.
And Russ was marginally better than he was the year prior.
And I know today is about Russell Wilson. At some point, there will be a day about Sean Payton. Like, you took that job knowing Russell Wilson was there. You took the job knowing the contract that you were going to have to get rid of and the dead cap hit as a result of that if you didn't like him. So at some point, the attention turns to Sean.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. There is zero risk to you. If we can't reduce your tax debt, then you pay nothing. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have a 5-star rating on Google and Yelp and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
But you're undeniable.
We are Kyle Bruston Nortman. I'm Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Chris Larson running the show. They can still text us 800-990-3776 as we're on YouTube right now. What up, YouTube? Garrett, I see you. And anyone else in the chat, I see you as well. Now, Brad, you had an interesting start to your morning. You looked more disheveled than I've ever seen you in your life yesterday. And now now that I'm looking at you again after oh my, you're tired.
I'm tired. I've been pretty disheveled. I've just been trying to keep this train on the tracks. And this morning, sleeping there, sound like a baby. All of a sudden, I hear the beeping of a fire alarm. And this is at 5 in the morning. And my alarm's set for 6. And so the alarm goes off. And I'm one of those guys, I'm a pretty light sleeper, right? Pretty light and pretty high maintenance sleeper, if I might as well say that.
Oof.
I need a cold.
I'm high maintenance, but once I'm asleep, you won't see me.
Really?
Or you won't. I'll sleep. I sleep through tornado alarms.
What?
Yeah, like the.
So like this fire alarm that went out throughout my house.
My boy getting swept up in a dang twister.
Would you have? you would have slept through this. You're saying?
No, not something that piercing in your own home.
Because I sprung out of bed in a panic. Like, I mean, my heart rate went from probably a steady 45 to 50 to like 130, like just like that, just with the adrenaline of it. And so I'm looking around, I'm trying to figure it out. It just went off for like 15 seconds and then just turned back off. No smoke anywhere, no fire anywhere, no issues. And I'm like, oh my gosh, so frustrated. My alarm's going to go off in an hour. I can't fall back asleep. In a rage, I'm Googling, why would a fire alarm go off if not for a fire? It's all like...
It's a fair question.
It's all wired to the home, so there's no batteries. And they said an insect can get in there or dust can get up in there. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, if it's a little piece of dust or an insect, I'm going to be absolutely livid. So I woke up in a frenzy this morning. I will say I am tired, Ben, and it just got me thinking, man, like that has got to be one of the worst ways to wake up, in a jarring state of panic and like an hour before your alarm goes off.
I would also like to add that there's nothing worse than waking up before your alarm, especially if it's within that hour, even an hour and a half, right? Like, because it's like, if it's 2 hours, I'd be like, I'm gonna get two more hours. But if it's an hour, you're like, is this worth it? By the time I like rile myself back down to like I'm ready to sleep, I'm going to have to get up and I'm going to be mad about it.
You're more likely to be groggy at that point, right? Where even if you fall back asleep, there's two options at that point. You fall back asleep, you wake up in the middle of a REM cycle and you're groggy, or you toss and turn for 45 minutes and you've wasted time. So at that point, it's better off just to accept your fate, say, okay, the day's going to start a little
What
bit
did you
early.
do?
I shut my eyes, tossed and turned for a little bit, and I said, screw this, I'm moving on.
I like the toss and turning because here's the thing.
You like that? Tossing and turning?
Hear me out, because I developed to the point where typically if I wake up to pee at 5 o'clock in the morning, I ain't going back to sleep in a while. Like 4:30, I'm not going back to sleep for like an hour. And so I toss and turn a little bit, but then eventually I do fall asleep. And for me, laying down in bed in the darkness, trying to go to sleep, though I am not actually sleeping, it is still my body getting rest. I am still relaxing. You know what I'm saying? So
is that a real thing?
I don't know what you're saying.
No,
that drives me crazy.
Yeah, so typically, the worst thing for me is if I have to pee at 3:30 in the morning, 3:30 or 4 o'clock in the morning, because then your boy ain't going back to sleep for a while.
You're kidding.
I can, because what happens is I wake up because I have to pee and I stumble to the bathroom. I have to turn the light on in order to get into the bathroom. I turn on the light, I pee, I wash my hands, something I know you don't do. That usually when you wash your hands.
Do you wash your hands in the middle of the night when you go pee?
With soap.
I do. Well, not with soap.
Wow. What?
I'm just water.
For what? What's
the reason you do just water?
What
You might as well do soap.
Water gonna do to kill
I
that
don't
bacteria?
wash
For
the record.
the bacteria off your hands. That's how it works.
That ain't how it works.
Yeah, it is.
No, you're not killing any bacteria. It's just spreading it.
Soap doesn't kill bacteria. It makes it easier for it to wash off your hands.
It kills 99% of the bacteria on your hands.
No, you don't believe that.
Yeah, I do believe it. I do.
Wait a
For
minute.
some reason, I trust
quick
Brad
question.
more than Kyle.
Quick question.
So
So
a germaphobe Kyle who doesn't know anything about germs.
When you go to the bathroom,
you
turn the light on.
What? What do you mean? Yeah. Oh, y'all got pee all over the floor.
Y'all
got pissed on the toilet, on the floor.
I feel around for the toilet and I pee in the dark.
Yeah, and then
I feel my way out and go back.
There is no.
You can hear it hit the water.
Yeah, and there has been times where I'm like, oh shoot, I'm missing it.
Yeah.
So I mean, so that does happen.
Poor
But,
Lexi walking in the bathroom. Bradley.
I cannot wake my brain up though. I mean, the lights got to stay down.
Yeah, you got to keep the lights
them
on.
down.
No. What you need to do is you need to understand who you work with.
There's a toilet light. You can get a light for your toilet.
Ooh,
really?
You can.
Yeah, it was a Secret Santa or
That's pretty good.
Not Secret Santa. It was the
like white
elephant one. It was a poop light.
Wow.
Do not encourage him to sit here and think it's okay to go into the bathroom and try to aim for the toilet. You know Ben is for sure not aiming correctly 100% of the time. We don't want to put his poor baby mama in the situation where now she got to step on little sticky floors because Ben's urine is on the floor. The man peed in bottles before. You don't mind trying to get it to the toilet. See, I tried.
Now, that's a fair point, but I will say I don't get up often to go to the restroom. Like, I sleep. Like, once I'm asleep, I'm not getting up.
Really? You use the restroom during the night?
No. Are you guys 80?
No, I know.
Every night.
Every night you get up in the middle of the night to pee?
What time?
I don't look.
Last night was 2:30. I went to bed around like 11 and I peed at 2:30. Luckily it was 2:30, so I wasn't up too long after that. I was able to go back to sleep pretty quickly because I was very
Seriously?
But that's
how come you just don't go pee
hot.
before bed?
I do.
I do that as well.
Wait, so you would go there in the night too?
Yeah.
Okay. So Ben,
most of the time
are you hydrating enough?
Absolutely not.
Okay, there you go.
I have a cup of water
drinking
next.
These guys.
I have a cup of water next to me when I go to bed too, as well. So during the middle of the night, I'll drink some water too during the night too, because I get very congested and dry. I thought I had kind of cold last night. I woke up 5. Was it 2:35? I don't know. I woke up and it must have been 2:30 because I don't think I woke up again. I'm sitting there like, oh, my throat feels like I'm about to catch a cold. I'm getting sick. So I changed the fan. I turned the ceiling fan off and put the fan on the floor. So I'm like, I got to redirect this fan, but I got to sleep with a fan on now.
So,
a lot to unpack.
With Kyle and his habits of sleeping.
A lot of habits.
Chris, do you go to the bathroom in the middle of the night?
I do indeed, yes.
Every night?
Every night, yes. I probably get up at least maybe twice to go to the bathroom.
Oh,
twice?
Yeah.
Oh, that bladder's a little...
Do you actively hydrate?
Chris is a little older.
Yeah,
I hydrate a lot. I'm not 70. But I agree with Kyle, though, too. I have to sleep with a fan on, otherwise I can't fall asleep at night. I needed something going.
Is it the noise or is it the feeling
it's the noise, too. Well, I have it on me as well, so even during the wintertime, I got a fan rocking and rolling because I can't sleep with it.
I'm with you on the fan thing. I could go without it, but I prefer it.
What about like a hotel room that might not have a fan?
Hotel room? I bring my own fan.
Do you really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I adjust. I just naturally adjust.
Wow.
Chris, can I ask you a personal question?
Go ahead.
Okay, because this is me getting really like, I'm going to let y'all know, young Kyle was a bedwetter. And so with me being a bedwetter, thank you, Brad. When me being a bedwetter, I still to this day, when I have to pee and I feel it in my bladder, I'm like, I got to get up and go. Because the most embarrassing thing is as an adult, if I ever peed on myself, I would feel so ashamed because I stopped wetting the bed at maybe consistently
19?
8.
I came back in college.
I started wetting the bed consistently probably at 8 years old, and I stopped having accidents probably around 10. Having once in a while accidents. It was that apple juice. That's what my mama told me.
Yeah.
She said, stop drinking the apple juice at night.
And you're unconscious. What are you going to do?
And so here's the thing. And so now it impacts me now. So even when I sleep with my lady, when she sweats. She sweats when she sleeps. And so
Don't
now,
put ladies' business out there like that.
My baby, she says she sweats. She's
Cuddle
sweating
in a puddle?
Yeah, well, here's the thing.
You get a fan going, though. How could she be
we
sweating?
do have a fan going. I don't know. My baby sweats. And so I'm sitting there next to her. And so,
She's next to you, so she's sweating.
Well, I guess so. And so, like,
me hot, Kyle.
there'll be some nights where I have to use the bathroom, and then especially when I've been, indulging. And then, so my bladder feels a certain way. Sometimes when you sleep, you don't want to get up, but, you have to at points. I'll feel her on me. I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't just pee myself, did I? And so I'll run to the bathroom.
Come on, man.
I've done it. We have been together 3 years.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, and I've never wet myself, but I feel that way once in a while.
I mean, it would create some anxiety, I would imagine.
That's what bedwetting at a young age creates, anxiety. That's why I'm curious about if Chris, the reason why he gets up twice during the night because he was a bedwetter.
I was a bedwetter, yes. I will say that.
Told you that anxiety.
I will also say the sensation of needing to pee is one of my least favorite.
You've talked about that.
I hate that feeling. I hate that feeling.
Like, I have to pee right now.
Just talking about it, right?
Like,
No, I have to pee. I'm good. Like, I could go another 2 breaks.
Oh, no. Not me at all. Just thinking about that makes me like...
You know what I would get
prostate.
You know what I would actually get like some anxiety about is if I needed to pee on the sideline and I knew I couldn't like leave. That is like a form
makes it
of
worse.
Why
torture
wouldn't you
for
be
me.
able to leave?
I mean, what if there was a quick touch, like on like a game? Even if if the team I'm on is on defense, if there's a pick six,
You're telling me
something
you
like
can't
that,
wait till halftime?
that could be like an hour 20. That's a long
Dude,
time.
come on. From kickoff?
So I would always make sure I pee like right before I go out to the field and then right at halftime. It wasn't very often need to happen, but a couple times I'm like, oh my gosh. Imagine you go out there to punt and you have to pee. That is horrible. That's a horrible feeling.
I got a story whenever you're ready.
Okay, I'm going to say I'm learning that A, you must not wet the bed as a kid.
Nope.
And then secondly, B, your parents didn't yell. You didn't take road trips with your family where they said, pee before you leave this house.
No,
pee before
I
you
don't
leave
stop.
this house.
I don't stop.
Yeah, no, we didn't stop it. I'm going to put my daddy business out there. We not stopping. My dad will not. He will pull over on the side of the road and pee in a bottle before he pulls over and go.
Yeah, I'm kind of
Like,
with that.
so-
I actually still
Wow.
I'm 100% with that.
Ain't no literally no stop.
Unless there's gas. Unless you need gas, we're not stopping.
Well, here's the thing, and so that's why I pee whenever I leave the house, and whenever we stop. If we do stop at a gas station, pee now. Better get it. Well, I ain't got to use it, so I'm just gonna try it now. So I use.
I don't know why you got up and did the fake run to the gas station bathroom.
It's like, matter of fact, we might be going up to.
I better waddle my butt over there and
No.
try and get it out.
You gotta waddle and get it out. But I can tell that you've never wet the bed like that as a child, and also you've never been told to pee before you leave.
Well, no, like I always do because I don't want to stop. Like I am that person, so I don't need to tell myself to pee before I leave because I know I'm peeing before I leave because I will not be stopping even if I have to pee myself. I hate stopping. Kind of, I've got a little Mark Tauscher in me there. He's next level crazy. Tausch won't let his kids stop to pee.
No.
Yeah. We'll bring that up next time we have Mark Tauscher on.
That's torture.
My second game ever in Lithuania playing professionally for basketball.
No highlights.
Take it easy.
That's what
there
Tyler Russo said.
There are highlights, and actually on the first week, I did make top 10 for a block. Believe it or not, I blocked somebody's dunk. And they didn't see it coming, which was wild because I didn't see it coming either, to be completely honest. So that being said, first game we played at home. Second game was a road trip. And so coming from playing at the University of Wisconsin, where, you're silver spooners, right? Like, they give you meals. They give you money to go buy meals. They have, it's all laid out for you.
I'm eating after game meals before. My cousin brought out.
Exactly.
Good.
So I then go play Milwaukee Bucks Summer League, Vegas, fly, everything. You get to Lithuania, 5,000 people village, no one speaks English, different world. Our first road trip, I didn't know when team meal was going to be, so everyone was like, hey, we're getting on the bus, and I was like, all right, when we going to eat? We stop on the way to eat. Guess where we stop?
McDonald's.
A gas station. And my teammates
no quick trip.
are, no, absolutely not. Not even close. Guzzling down hot dogs,
No.
corn dogs
No.
that are literally glistening as they turn on the silver machine.
Never had one.
I'm staring at these and I'm thinking, oh, hell no. Absolutely not. So because I didn't eat before games, like typically. But because this was a long road trip for us, it was like a 4-hour, typically I'd eat like soup or something, like bread for a night game. If it was 11 a.m. or 1 p.m. college game, I never ate breakfast. I didn't eat until after the game. I'm kind of crazy like that. My stomach's very sensitive. So here I needed to eat because I didn't have a lot all day because it was a game day. My stomach is very sensitive, as we've all learned. So they're looking at these spinning hot dogs, eating these down, chowing them down, put sauces on them, chips, sodas, savages. I mean, these guys were smoking cigarettes at halftime too.
Those are the
Are they
Lithuanians.
really?
Those are
Yeah,
Lithuanians.
absolutely.
Natural. That smoking cigarettes over there is casual. Oh, meow.
All right, I'm going back out there to play. So now I'm like, what am I going to eat? I decided to grab a Snickers and pretzels. I don't know why, but it was the worst decision of my life because I am on the bench with the bubble guts and I am being asked to put in the game. And I said, Coach, I can't go in. And I ran into the bathroom and blew up the bathroom. So I had to leave the bench in my second game ever. And my coach, who doesn't speak English, is like, why did he go to the bathroom? He probably thinks I was nervous. I wasn't nervous. You guys just stopped to eat hot dogs and corn dogs as our pregame meal as professional athletes.
Wait, you had a Snickers and pretzels, and that did your stomach in?
Yes.
No, you were
Flag on the play.
No, it's not nervous.
Snickers.
Chocolate and like chocolate before you play. Plus, I don't like things tight around my waist. I'm very weird. I think I have a lot of quirks that you guys will learn.
We all do.
I my pants are unbuttoned right now
Because you don't wear a belt.
Don't wear a belt. Time out. Please button up your pants because you don't wear underwear. Okay.
Yeah, but
you're saying, Ben, it's only
right here, right there, Kyle.
How do your pants stay up?
It's only a zipper that is keeping it up.
Yes.
It's the only difference between us and you. That doesn't seem like enough to me.
Now, when I get up and walk around, I'll button. See? Boom.
You do that every time? No, you come on.
So now I just sat down. Look.
No, that's ridiculous.
Let's get nuts.
I will say, I will give you credit for it. I know that is. I'm going to try it now. That is very. I got a belt on. It's very.
See, I don't wear belts. It's so nice.
Oh, look at that! I just took the belt off, and all of a sudden it went. Vroom.
Yeah, you feel good, right?
How about why don't you just get pants that fit?
So these are big on me. Like I'm gonna button these, and you guys will still say these are huge on you.
Yeah, it's a lot of space.
You get paid enough money not to have to walk around with a 36 waistbands when you're 34. Why are you doing that?
Because the 34s make me have bubble guts. Like I have gut issues, and the tighter it is on my waist and my colon, it makes me go nuts. I can't have things tighter on the waist.
Probably because you ain't peeing properly.
All right, enough with my issues.
Holding all that pee in.
And yes, the only thing that's stopping me from you is a zipper.
That is
a shocking thought. It's a disturbing thought.
It is. I don't know how he can get away without wearing drawers and tell everybody.
You can't. You can't. I am covered. You can't tell me what to wear if I am covered. I'm not showing anything.
The dress code is something that is real. I'm sure if we brought this up with Kelly, she would probably.
You can't make somebody wear underwear.
Well, you maybe can. If people can see through things, they can. Like if women.
I'm not wearing see-through. No one's filed a complaint.
If women around this office, and I say women because typically they wear tighter things. If they were walking around here with no panties on, and you can see they. Stuff, and I shouldn't say around this office.
Wow. No panties.
Oh, wow.
Let's go to break. Break!
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman.
So I'll say that, man. Mark Chmura, every time I see him in the morning, get my coffee, I walk right by here, and I look at him, I'm like, man, that's a handsome dude.
So I'm going to cull up with him, too, huh?
I'd love to. I feel like I'd fit right in. You know, he's 6'6", I'd be the little spoon with you.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
ESPN Radio Sports Beat with Freddie Coleman.
To be tagged or to not be tagged. If you're a running back in the National Football League, more than likely it may happen once, and that's going to be the end of it. That brings us to guys like Saquon Barkley, who apparently the New York Giants said, we need you, but not to pay you. We're going to pay our quarterback who's been meh in his whole NFL career, but yet you've balled out. You've been able to rebound from a torn ACL, and you balled down because of Saquon Barkley, but you got the wrong B at the end of your position. You're not a QB, you're an RB. And in the National Football League, they treat you like a bad meal from Arby's. If you are a running back, no matter how good you are, no matter how talented you still are. So you're Saquon Barkley. After you let it be known that you didn't want to be traded or you wanted to have a long-term deal with the New York Giants, and they said, no, we're good. You shouldn't have to have that kind of ability and hope to get the right kind of money you deserve for what you've been able to do for a Giants team that did not deserve you. In 60 seconds, Dak Prescott plays tag with the Cowboys.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The patented key ingredient is something called Testofen, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text Sizzle to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text SIZZLE to 42424. That's Sizzle to 42424.
So it could be a different game of tag involving the Dallas Cowboys and their quarterback, Dak Prescott, because their owner, Jerry Jones, last week at the Combine said, if a deal could have gotten done with Dak Prescott, it will be done. And yes, I'm paraphrasing. Then Dak responded by saying, in terms of the Cowboys culture, that culture worked out pretty well for me. I don't mind it because look what I did in that culture. And I'm paraphrasing that. And he also kind of went back at Jerry Jones by saying about the all-in statement that Jerry Jones said about the Cowboys being all-in in 2024. He said, that was interesting. I heard that. We'll see. They both know this. Dak Prescott is holding all the cards. He knows it. Jerry Jones knows it. He knows that Jerry Jones knows. So that's why Jerry Jones put it out there by saying, if a contract was going to be done, we will get it done or gotten it done. He knows that Dak Prescott goes in the open market. That'll be a kind of game attack that Jerry Jones does not want to play. For the ESPN Radio Sports Beat, I'm Freddie Coleman.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Nortman taking you up till 5 o'clock. That's when the Homer Hour starts. Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Ben Bruss, Chris Larson running the show. Kyle's bobbing his head. This was on my playlist.
Okay.
This is a good tune.
Yeah, I enjoy this. I mean, yeah.
All right, well, just give some credit where credit's due, because you make it seem like you're the only person who carries the load around here for music.
To be honest, though, when he first played, I said, "Oh man, I would love to hear some of the music I sent." But then, as it went, I started bobbing my head.
So real quick, we were out there. Speaking of all this peeing, went out to our area out there and went to the bathroom.
Well, and speaking of peeing, you mean that fact that I don't go to pee in the middle of the night. You do once, yep. Kyle does once, and Chris does twice.
And I can't live with the sensation of needing to pee. So
I still got to
go do it. Unbelievable. Why didn't you just take that opportunity to go do it? But anyway, interesting observation from Kyle Wallace. So obviously on the locks, you can see if it's vacant or occupied based on where the lock is.
Yep.
Kyle Wallace, knocks. I think you saw a vacant knocks, a real good aggressive knock too before he opens the door. Never saw that before. I mean, I've seen it before, but I haven't seen that in a long time.
You know why?
Is it because you walked in on someone at some point?
I walked in on someone with their pants at their ankles, and I did it before. I did it before.
Oh, wow. At their ankles.
They did. And so, I mean, I'm not scarred from it, but every time I see them and they see me, they know. We both know of what we saw. And so, it is what it is. But I knocked that time, but it became a habit where I just go, knock, knock. And I just open the door because it says vacant, right? And usually you expect if somebody's going to leave it unlocked, you're going to get maybe back to the door, ask the door. Not in that situation. It was he was pooping.
I mean, that's probably the prettiest.
He was pooping. I saw his pants to ankles sitting down.
It's probably the courteous thing to do. I was just like, oh wow. I mean, Kyle went the extra mile.
I tried.
Are you gonna add that now?
I don't think I'm gonna. I don't think I'm gonna.
You're asking for trouble. I'm telling you, you never.
I mean, it's only a matter of time before someone forgets. And
I forgot one time.
Yeah.
I was looking at the lock and I was like, I ain't getting up.
You even trying to waddle over?
Nah.
Wait a minute. If you're sitting down there and it's unlocked, you will not go up and lock it?
I was almost done.
I would frantically go lock it.
Yeah, I would waddle too. I would definitely waddle. Because the thing is when I open the door, he got to reach his hand out.
Oh, no.
And so I'm like,
no, Nathan.
Oh, no. I don't want to see
See, that's the thing. If somebody opened the door, I've been like, my bad.
Yeah.
You know, like, there's nothing I could do.
Because you just go, oh.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't just say, oh, my bad. You wouldn't say, oh, I'm in. Somebody's in here.
Almost done. Now, I have noticed whenever I do leave the bathrooms that say vacant or not vacant down here, whenever I leave, Kyle never goes into the one that I go into.
I avoid it. I don't trust him because I know he touched the doorknob without his washing his hands whatsoever. It might stink. I love Ben. I just don't trust some of his unsanitary behaviors.
Yeah. It's cleanliness standards.
Yeah, they're pretty low. They're pretty low.
Moving on to where I wanted to go with you guys is, speaking of The Office, I want your reaction to The Office dog. Did you hear this, Brad?
Okay. I got an email today, and I saw a new teammate, and I was like, oh, okay, a new teammate. And it was the dog. And I thought it was maybe like
a joke?
Yes. Or I thought maybe like somebody in the office got a dog, and it was sort of like, oh, in addition to the family.
No.
And I was just like, oh, this is an office dog. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I love dogs, but I don't understand it.
Did you read the full email, though?
I didn't.
So here's the thing.
I'm not going to lie, I didn't.
Ben and I have worked here long enough. Is that
not shocking?
Not shocking, but when I saw the name, as soon as I saw the name in the email, because you can see, in it, I saw, Sophie, then I saw the first last name, and I said to myself, oh, we got office dog. And so then I click on the email and I go down, and to know that we have had this dog for 18 months. This dog has been trained for the office.
Training for the office.
Wait, but
training to be the office dog.
But what does that even mean? Like,
what do you mean, Brad? Dogs bring joy to people. Do you like dogs?
I love dogs.
You're telling me that
No, but how often is the dog going to be here?
I think they want to transition the dog full work hours.
No, stop it. I saw that they're coming to the office for an hour, and I thought, oh, that's why I stopped reading, because I was like, oh, somebody got a dog, and they want to bring it by. Great. Love it. That's so fun to bring a dog by. We've had that a couple of times, no problems. But you're telling me there's going to be a full-time working dog here?
On the payroll.
Sophie's on the payroll, been trained up for 18 months. Sophie got more damn training than we do.
So wait, you guys are long-time GKB teammates. How did this hit you then?
Not shocking.
Yeah,
to me, I know we do radio, and it's got to be like a yes or a no. We do KBN Academy, A or an F. It's not going to affect my life at all.
No, not at all.
You know what I mean? If I see the dog, I'll pet it. But there was a contingent of people that huddled around in the group. Oh my gosh, we're getting an office dog. And then you have people who are like, I hate dogs. Why are we getting a dog?
Yeah, see, that's my biggest concern is that people will notice. Because I think we remember when somebody brought a dog in before we were doing show prep.
It was like a puppy. It was super cute.
I was like,
you didn't enjoy that?
A puppy for 5 minutes, great.
That's the purpose of our office dog for 5 minutes. Brad needs some love.
But I don't need it every day.
Yeah,
you don't. I mean,
it was clearly brought in for like a moment, not for full days every day.
And even then, I didn't have any interest in the dog, and so now I feel like I'm going to be judged now because the dog's going to come around me and people. But no, it's not going to bark at me. It's not going to bark. I hope we got to race it.
They've been training the dog around black people.
No, they've been training the dog around the K9s for MPD. That's what I'd be concerned about. But no, I'm not really concerned about this dog being a racist dog because there have been racist dogs before. But my biggest concern is that when the dog comes by me and tries to give me love, people will notice that I'm not going to try to pet the dog. We're going to move away. But why don't you pet it?
You're not even going to put your hand on it for a minute?
Because then I got to wash my hands.
That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful.
Who, the dog?
Right, thank you,
to the owners of the dog.
Respect to the dog.
We are the owners of the dog.
Owners to bring the dog in? No.
It's a teammate, though. You don't. I mean, do you want to work with everybody?
It's a teammate.
Like a coworker?
Do you like a teammate working weekends?
Hell no. I mean, here's the thing, though. When it comes to, do you like all your teammates? I like my teammates.
Shut your
But sometimes people don't like teammates. So if it's a teammate, treat them like everybody else. I'm gonna tell them, not now. I'm busy.
You're gonna tell the dog not now I'm busy.
Listen, one day, watch. I'm gonna do it just to make somebody mad. The dog gonna be in the office. I'm gonna peek out.
Teammates are gonna not like you because
fine.
you don't like the dog.
That's fine. I can probably be better off with less distractions. And so what I'll do is I'll look out the door, see the dog here, and everybody get excited. I'll purposely close my door.
I love that.
Wow.
I love that. Can you tell me when you do is record the office reaction?
Well, I wonder, is the dog going to be just roaming? Is it going to have its own office?
I think it's got its own area. More details to be released on our new office dog. But yes, there's mixed reaction. I've already heard someone tell me, I'm going to want to work from home now because we have an office dog.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Somebody said that?
I think they were trying to be tough.
I mean, it's not that serious. I mean, it's just a dog. It's probably going to be in the back corner. It is what it is.
What about people with allergies?
It's in the email. Read your email.
Brad is
It's about a dog being a teammate.
Let me tell you something. Brad is talent. Let me tell you something about talent. Talent don't read no damn emails. Talent doesn't read emails.
Is this
too many
have
of them.
KBN or Brad Nortman in it? Gone.
Are you serious?
No, not fully.
No. Listen,
Slightly,
it seems
though.
like it.
Slightly, though.
No, listen, we get a lot of emails. And so I fight this battle all the time. It's like how we get so many emails about things that don't pertain to me. I said, make folders. Make folders
and file them away.
Folders is key.
They say, because if I see your name or Cherie's name on it, then or it used to be Wex, because Wex used to be our VP, then I know it's important, but I don't care about somebody I don't know being out of office. I said, I understand that, but you got to make sure you check your email. So, Brad, I'm going to say this to you. I understand that, but take time to check your email.
Our guy Garrett is upset because turn off Kyle's mic. That is blasphemy. I wish I could bring my golden retriever to work.
I think I would love your golden retriever. Garrett, I would. I love dogs.
No, you don't.
Just keep
Stop
them
lying.
You don't. Don't say you love them.
Okay, all
maybe
right.
you like them.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot this. I hate cats.
I hate
you
cats.
being a cat. You saying you want to be a cat?
I am not a cat person.
You said you were last week.
I hate cats too.
You said you were a cat. This weekend.
Oh yeah, you were a cat last week.
That was to be contrary to everyone's opinion. I hate cats with passion.
Hate cats.
I thought cats stayed out the way. I thought
they're a nuisance.
I thought they were just because every cat I've interacted with, they usually forget they're there. Like, oh yeah, I forgot you have a cat. I literally stayed at my friend's house for an entire day and forgot he even had a cat. Didn't see the cat whatsoever. But let me tell you, my girl's sister has 2 cats. I've never seen a cat follow humans the way this cat did. He kept bumping his head on my leg. I said, bro, leave me alone.
Hey, I want you to pet him.
No, I don't want to touch you. Get out the kitchen. And then the dang cat was jumping on the couch like you could just see him looking like, okay, stop. I'm like, oh. And so
make that a GIF. Make that a GIF, please.
I'm telling you, I thought cats stayed out the way. These cats are the
can't
worst.
wait to see Kyle on YouTube on our delay here.
Cats are terrible.
Get up and go.
Cats are terrible. They're worse than dogs. Cats are terrible. Never want a cat.
They're way worse than dogs. And the people I do.
This dog hate has got to stop, though.
I don't hate
hold on.
dogs.
Even from you.
No, I don't have dog hate. I sympathize with the people that don't like dogs because if it were me and we had an office cat, I'd be livid. I would say, get me. I'm walking right into the studio.
That is a good point.
Right out because somebody feels that way about dogs in this office. Imagine if we got an office email, hey, we're getting an office cat. Let's celebrate. I would be pissed.
The cat climbing on top of the fridge.
Yeah.
Hey, we got an office cat. Ugh.
Painful.
Homer, you like the office dog?
I don't even think he knows we got an office dog.
I would love Homer's reaction to the office dog.
We got an office dog, Homer. You excited? You going to go pet it?
You see that email?
We'll be back in a second to get Homer's reaction about the office dog.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN.
Yeah, let them do this. I ain't doing it.
You're not going to hurt our feelings.
No, come on.
Just mine.
Homer, come on.
Yo, fuck, I should be doing this time. I should be 2 to 6. That good enough for you? You need any more?
That's fair.
Need any Homer
That's
1?
fair, yeah.
Us?
Yeah.
Y'all
2, 3, 4.
You're all the same.
There we
Nobody's as good as me.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
ESPN Radio Sports Beat with Freddie Coleman.
To be tagged or to not be tagged, if you're a running back in the National Football League, more than likely it may happen once, and that's going to be the end of it. That brings us to guys like Saquon Barkley, who apparently the New York Giants said, we need you, but not to pay you. We're going to pay our quarterback who's been meh in his whole NFL career, but yet you've balled out. You've been able to rebound from a torn ACL, and you balled out because of Saquon Barkley, but you got the wrong B at the end of your position. You're not a QB, you're an RB. And in the National Football League, they treat you like a bad meal from Arby's. If you are running back, no matter how good you are, no matter how talented you still are. So you're Saquon Barkley, after you let it be known that you didn't want to be traded or you wanted to have a long-term deal with the New York Giants, and they said, no, we're good. You shouldn't have to have that kind of ability and hope to get the right kind of money you deserve, what you've been able to do for a Giants team that did not deserve you. In 60 seconds, Dak Prescott plays tag with the Cowboys.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T.
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The patented key ingredient is something called Testofen, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text Sizzle to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text SIZZLE to 42424. That's Sizzle to 42424.
So it could be a different game of tag involving the Dallas Cowboys and their quarterback, Dak Prescott, because their owner, Jerry Jones, last week at the Combine said, if a deal could have gotten done with Dak Prescott, it will be done. And yes, I'm paraphrasing. Then Dak responded by saying, in terms of the Cowboys culture, that culture worked out pretty well for me. I don't mind it because look what I did in that culture. And I'm paraphrasing that. And he also kind of went back at Jerry Jones by saying about the all-in statement that Jerry Jones said about the Cowboys being all-in in 2024. He said, that was interesting. I heard that. We'll see. They both know this. Dak Prescott is holding all the cards. He knows it. Jerry Jones knows it. He knows that Jerry Jones knows. So that's why Jerry Jones put it out there by saying, if a contract was going to be done, we will get it done or gotten it done. He knows that Dak Prescott goes in the open market. That'll be a kind of game of tag that Jerry Jones does not want to play. For the ESPN Radio Sports Beat, I'm Freddie Coleman.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Chris, you know the rules. Homer's joining us right now.
Yeah, but Kyle wanted to hear this.
I know this song. Kyle, tell me how to ski.
No, I'm not really joining, so you can play whatever music you want. I'm in for John. John
is a cameo.
Normally joins now, so.
This gets you hyped up, doesn't it?
It does.
By the way, I want to let you know, you can play whatever music you want before you.
No, we want to play
Dr. Duke Tomato.
We like Dr. Duke, for the record. I like Dr. Duke.
No, we like Dr. Duke.
I'll be listening to the outro on my way home. We're like 5:57. I hear the Dr. Duke.
It's a great change up from ski.
Chris, can you turn it up really quickly? Can you just say ski for me? Ski.
That was powerful.
That was good. That was good. So I just want him to do this song, but we ain't got time.
I have no idea what it is, who it is.
We got nothing but time, Kyle.
What is that? What is that? Translate it for old people.
Translate it.
So what ski yeet meant to my generation may be different than this next generation. Ski yeet mean like I'm calling out, like say we got beef with somebody, right, Homer?
Yeah.
And so I'm by myself. I got 4 dudes trying to jump me, but you're not too far away. Ski yeet. That's the call for help.
Wow.
To call for help.
Okay. Can I ask you a follow-up question?
Avengers Assemble.
How is it that I've never heard of that or don't know that, never saw it in a movie or anything?
Yeah, the movie
Were
part.
you aware of it?
No, I didn't know ski was a call for help.
I like that now. I can tell you this.
How many times you had to use it?
I can tell you this. If you use that in Mequon, nobody's going to know what you're doing. So you and your friends got a little something special.
Luckily for me,
yes.
I've never been.
He went to high school in Whitefish Bay. I can't imagine he's skiing at Whitefish Bay.
So there was one time.
I would guess no as well.
Not at Whitefish Bay. But I will say this. There was one time I went to a party at Nicolet, And, you know, your kids, you got beef. You got beef.
Correct.
I went to White Fader Nicolay, and I never forget. Almost got jumped and beat up. And that's the time that I should have ski-yeet. But luckily, they let me walk out without getting beat up.
Why wouldn't you tell people, like, I'm going to tell my kids and stuff now, it's going to be a secret code?
Ski-yeet?
Yeah. Oh, so what's the new version?
Homer's going to be power walking down the street yelling at ski-yeet.
I like that.
So,
Chris,
okay, so
personally.
ski-yeet means now. They say ski-yeet means that's when like, if you see a cute girl or somebody with a big booty and you trying to holler and you somebody that call. So if you, Homer, not you because you're married. Or if you see your wife walk by and you say, ski-yeet! The maiden call. Ski-yeet! Ski-yeet! That's
I'm looking at
That creates some problems if you're using the old version and they think you're using the new version.
Listen, I don't know what these kids do nowadays, but
So I'm looking at the lyrics of this song. Shocking to start.
yeah, her name's Sexy Red, so it's
Yeah,
gonna be very,
I'm gonna spare you a lot of the gory details, but
I have a question. How could you be surprised at anything as far as lyrics? It's not possible.
Brad's not very.
No,
Well,
he
you know,
doesn't
but-
look at it on a regular basis, but there's nothing that could be there that would surprise me. I can't believe they went that far.
I mean, that's true. It's different when you see it with your eyes, though.
right,
Honestly, like when you hear it, you're like, oh yeah. But then when you see it,
somebody
you're like,
wrote this
dang.
with pen.
let me hear
how
it,
about
Brad.
this?
Remember,
So-
we're streaming, so you can say anything.
Okay, but this is the context clues that are important for our discussion. When I holler ski ye, that mean pull up. So it means pull up.
Pow! See, that's what I see. Pull up was like pull up and help me, but they said it means something different now. It means you see a shorty out there.
Yeah, so I thought that was more towards the old version.
Yeah, well, she said something different in this one, so I don't know.
So Homer, we have an office dog. Are you excited to pet the dog when you come into the office?
It's out of curiosity. This is a question, not a complaint. Like, people have been getting dogs all the time. Dogs never came to the office.
Yeah, it's a new trend. Just like ski eat is changing.
Is it?
Yeah, office dogs I feel like are like a trend.
Upon
yeah.
what basis are you allowed to bring a dog into the office?
Whoever writes the bylaws
Yeah, I
of
guess
the
so.
company.
It's interesting because
I mean, the first I ever heard of this was in a plane. What are they called? Rescue? And then now they've changed that to where you used to see a lot of them. Now you see very little. So is this a rescue dog or an office dog?
This is a rescue dog.
According to the Harvard Business Review, various students we analyzed found that the mere presence of animals provides employees with comfort, buffers against stress, enhances work engagement, and improves work-life quality.
well, here's the thing. Even in places where
Harvard.
Even
do you have a sibling who went to Harvard?
Princeton.
Princeton?
I think he went to. He was in astrophysics, which I put at a slightly higher standard than that crap. Fair. No, but no. Hold on. Now people feel like you can say crap, and if it's associated with Harvard, then that makes it okay, right? That's the
that's
excuse.
so true.
That is just.
You can make a study for everything.
What?
By the way,
There
you
are
really
a lot
can.
of things.
Yeah. What do you want us to find out? Let's
There
make a
are a
study.
lot of things that would make people better that are not allowed in the workplace. There, for
Like
example,
what?
Like what?
hold on. There are people that feel the same way about automobiles as others do about dogs, animals. That they would be better off with their car around them in some way.
Excuse me?
Like,
where'd you come up with this?
You
want me to do the
poll
Harvard
question.
Business
No,
Review?
Like they feel security when they're close to
yes,
their car.
they have that affection to their automobile like people have to a dog.
So you saw that on social media too. The guy married his car.
No.
What?
I did not see
Somebody
that. No.
married their
Somebody
car.
married their car?
Come on now, you can marry anything nowadays. Or
Can
say
you?
you're
That
married
is
or
such a
date.
shame.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Married
wow.
a
I'm
car.
just
Google it.
There may be things
kissed
other
it.
than car. There may be people have various things.
Look,
that
I
they feel.
love my car. Like I feel a sense of comfort in my car, but I love my dog 1 million times more than my car. So I can't fathom.
No,
loving...
you don't. You're not in that group. I think.
What do you love as much as people love dogs and cars?
Me. I love me more than
you love
anything
Homer?
else. I love me.
Homer loves Homer.
Homer loves Homer. Yes.
Let's fucking go.
And I've also learned to approve everything.
What does that mean?
Just I'm okay with everything because otherwise it just gets you in trouble. You just lie. Lying is now in. The biggest thing that's changed in our society.
Lying is now in.
Yes, because you realize that if you lie, there's a certain percentage of people so stupid they'll believe you. Whereas if you admit you did something wrong, then
Did you say that on the
everybody knows you
digital only version of this show?
No, I've said that before. The world has gotten smarter. Lying is better than telling the truth. You have a better chance of pulling something off if you did something wrong. Yeah, everybody should lie. Tell me why you shouldn't lie.
It's not the right thing to do.
What does that mean?
Morality?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I mean,
which serves me better?
Maybe. Well, I'm just saying. Maybe inside. For me, if I lie, I feel guilty.
I do as well.
So I mean, I'd rather not.
We
feel
got to
guilty.
change.
You said we got what?
We got to change.
Why? I may have time to
Or
change.
no, we have to understand a lot of other people don't look at it that way. Because lying is a smart thing to do.
I'll think about it.
All right.
Thanks, Homer.
Not
Homer
really.
Hour.
That's a lie.
He's going to lie to you the next hour. Next.
ESPN Radio Extra Point with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman.
I did think this was a